Hello and welcome back to Chopping It Up. I'm your host, Lucas Parent, and we have a very short episode today, just covering some basketball, some fantasy football as always with JT. So let's get right into it. The in-season tournament is kind of peaking right now. We've got our quarterfinal action in the home arenas, not yet in Las Vegas, but got some good games already. Last night we saw the Pacers defeat the Celtics. No Porzingis for the Celtics, and the Pacers are looking good. Halliburton had a triple-double last night, 26, 10, and 13. Miles Turner had a double-double. And Celtics just fell short. Halliburton kind of had a rough first half, took over in the second half. He was balling out. Second game, the Pelicans defeated the Kings. Ingram had 30 points. Valanciunas had a double-double. And on the other side, Domantas Sabonis had 26, 13, and 10. Tonight we have two games, Knicks vs. Bucks and Suns vs. Lakers, but that's it for the NBA. All teams are returning to action on Wednesday, December 6th. So that's all we have for basketball today, and JT will join us shortly for our fantasy football segment.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the JTLP podcast. And I just want to start it off by saying, yes, I was right about the 49ers spanking the Philadelphia Eagles. I said you should start every 49er. Bro, Debo went off. Ayuk had a touchdown. CMC had a touchdown. Kittle had around 10 points, but that doesn't matter because he is the best tight end of all time. Even Joanne Jennings got in there, Bro, our team was just, we're winning the Super Bowl, but whatever. Moving forward for the rest of the season, we're going to go with some injuries. We got Tank Dell out for the remainder of the season with a fibula fracture. We also seen last night on primetime, we seen Trevor Lawrence get hurt. We don't really know what's going on with him right now, but it is said that he avoided a really big injury, but he's still in a boot as of right now. Kenny Pickett, he's going to have to deal with ankle surgery, so he's most likely going to get ruled out for the remainder of the season. And then we also have Amari Cooper and Derrick Henry in concussion protocol. Yeah, so I guess we're just going to have to watch that throughout the week and see maybe if we get some limited practices in, by the time Friday or Saturday. But and then we also have Rahamjay Stevenson. He has a high ankle sprain. So I'm not really feeling Zeke this week. Zeke is just very slow. He's facing the Steelers defense. It's going to be a slow-paced game, especially with Pickett out. But the Steelers defense is still a top 8 defense in my opinion, and Zeke just doesn't have it anymore. He doesn't have the fuel, so I wouldn't really recommend picking him up unless you need to have a replacement for Stevenson. But like I said earlier, with the Tank Dell injury, with him being out for the season, Nico Collins, bro, he had 12 targets last game for 9 receptions and 191 yards and a touchdown. The week before that, he had around the same kind of numbers. But I mean, CJ Stroud, he's playing like an MVP-rated quarterback right now. Obviously, he's a rookie, but Nico Collins is going to be that guy. Dalton Schultz is going to start going back into the mix, but he's also injured right now. He's coming back from an injury. So, by the way, if Noah Brown is also on the waivers in any of your league, I would pick him up with this new Tank Dell injury happening. But Nico Collins is a must-start. I mean, they play the Jets this week, and the Jets just don't score points. But I don't really think that even matters at this point. Like I said, with that injury happening to Tank Dell, a lot of targets are going to be coming Collins' way. And he's also he just gets a lot of big catches, 20 yards, 15 yards. So, yeah, I would start him always. I would also start Debo again this week because Debo is he always goes off against Seattle. I don't know what it is, but he always drops more than 23 points against Seattle. And he's just that guy right now. He just breaks tackles for 50-yard touchdowns. So, I mean, screw it. Start him. Start him until he shows you that you can't. But like I said, the Niners are hot. I don't think anyone's going to slow them down. Start Debo. And then for the Browns, Joe Flacco made his debut against the Rams. He was looking pretty good for the first couple of quarters, and then he slowed down. But I don't really think that matters because with Amari Cooper being out, or if he's out, it doesn't matter. But with him being out, Elijah Moore seeing 12 targets. So if we see Amari Cooper out, I'd put money on it that he's going to see possibly wide receiver 2, maybe low wide receiver 1 numbers, this week. I would start Elijah Moore this week as well. If Amari Cooper's in there, I would still start him because Joe Flacco's not a mobile quarterback. their backup running back for Nick Chubb, he's not that good. I'm not a fan of him. So Joe Flacco's going to have to throw the ball. And I'm liking Elijah Moore this week. And Lucas is actually going to speak for the first time on our podcast for the first time in 5 weeks. So how about you tell him what's going on, Lucas?
All right, I just want to give a shout out to my guy Mike Evans. I've had him on my fantasy team this year, and he has not disappointed. Even though my lineup's a little too stacked to start him sometimes, like I have Amon-Ra St. Brown and Tyreek Hill, and got some solid running backs. So Evans doesn't make the cut all the time, but it's always a mistake benching him because it feels like every week this guy is going off. He's been putting up more 20s like the dates this decade. We're going 21, 22, 23. He's just been going off. So shout out to my guy Mike Evans for a consistent, great career, and honestly a Hall of Fame one at that.
All right, thank you, everyone, and I hope everyone has a blessed day.